This is what I'm using for pretty much all of my PC gaming at the moment. Apparently I am Harry Potter. I've put it in the wrong place. Yes! Yes! Hello everybody and welcome back to the studio. It has been so long since we last had a little bit of an intimate conversation. It's been a bit more formal. You know, that's the way we do business around here. Main thing for me really has just been pumping out all of that content because, well, it's been mad for PC gaming. We've had things like those new Ryzen processors, new AMD graphics cards, and of course all of the Ampere stuff. So we've been putting together a lot of builds and the end result has been something like this, where we just have a load of sort of shell PCs. It's probably the single most asked question really, which is what happens to all of my stuff in the PCs once I'm done with them. Do I sort of sell them on? Do I take them apart? What happens? And basically, yes, I just take them apart and most of the parts go back to the manufacturers. Some of them pretty much just stay here. And then things like the cases I just sort of pass down, because once you've done a couple of builds on them, you can't really keep reusing them for, well, PC builds, because everyone would get bored. It's nice to sort of keep things nice and fresh. This is what my set and studio, I guess, looks like at the moment. You can see there's a few new additions. We'll start with the most obvious, which is all of these gaming mice. These are from Logitech. They've sent it all out for some sponsored stuff that we've been doing over on social. But as you can see, I have quite a collection now of G Pros. I really like them. At the moment, I'm using this yellow one, which they called lime green. But I mean, I don't know in what planet this would be lime green, but I feel like their marketing department, once they'd committed to it, they were like, no, it definitely is lime green. This is the most recent addition, actually. It's their brand new super light one. This is what I'm using for pretty much all of my PC gaming at the moment, but that tends to just be Cyberpunk at the moment, really, to be honest with you, which you don't need the best gaming mouse in the world for that, but you know, every little helps. There is also another addition to my desk, which is all the way over here. And yes, it's not wireless, this is just not plugged in at the moment. This is the Elgato Wave 3, and this is what I use for a lot of voiceover now if I'm doing some sort of pre-roll ads.
In fact, here's a quick sound test for you. Introducing LG's brand new wireless earbuds, the Tone-Free FN7. These super portable buds sound incredible, with Meridian technology for clear highs and thumping lows. The Tone-Free FN7s pair great with both iPhone and Android thanks to Bluetooth 5, and you'll be able to listen all day with up to 21 hours battery life. Get active noise cancellation, a crazy smart bacteria-killing UV nano case, and next-level sound quality, all in an affordable package. Check out LG's Tone-Free FN7s today with that link down below.
I do have an Xbox Series S here that is just being a little bit of decoration at the moment, which I know is probably a little bit insulting, but they sort of sent out two Xboxes and I reviewed the X. Yet to review the S, but that day will come. There has also been a few additions to my personal gaming PC, but I actually obviously use way more for work than gaming, but nonetheless, it's a gaming thing that's changed. Let's move my headset out of the way, which is the Corsair HS70. I brought this from the old setup now, and this is cheap and cheerful. I highly recommend it. I've been telling you guys about that for ages. But inside my rig, you've probably noticed that only the CPU is water cooled at the moment and we have an RTX 3080. I'm incredibly lazy because I do actually have a replacement cable for my PC, so I don't have to have that horrible alien adapter, but this one isn't like properly braided, so maybe I'm just waiting to get something better, but at the moment it does look a little bit like this. I've also had some really cool deliveries from LG, as they seem to really value my time actually around about Christmas, because they've sent me, I've just dropped them everywhere. They've sent me out some cookies with my face on them, which is pretty cool. But then the TV team actually have sent this out. I mean, check this out. It is a postcard of me. Apparently I am Harry Potter with my dog Ajax on the background. How cute is that? As for what's going on the shelf, you can see that we've got quite the collection of stuff now. It seems to be at the moment that because it's Christmas time, people have basically decided to collect stuff in the new year, which is why it's quite so full at the moment. I would say that there is a sort of method to the madness here. We have our AMD graphics cards over here. We've got all of the brand new Nvidia ones. We've got some older ones. We've got some budget ones. And then the top shelf is a little bit of a free-for-all, but then we have our cooling section, a little bit of custom. Then we've got, what, air coolers, all-in-one liquid coolers. Then we've got motherboards, a random keyboard that's sticking out, CPUs. Then we get to the motherboard section where things get a little bit more complicated, and then it just descends into whatever it is down there. Power supplies, a couple more graphics cards. If I tend to hide anything that's sort of pre-release, it lives down there. I'm not saying watch out for that, but you know, that's where it would be. We've got all of our fans, so we've got Corsair fans, Be Quiet, NZXT, Cooler Master. This bit isn't actually finished yet. I mean, this is one of the things that I started and then just didn't get round to because of obviously those big launches. This is going to be like a big cupboard, I think, and I'm going to call it like the camera cage, and I'm going to store everything there. We're going to have like a worktop area on the top as well for maybe charging things, or maybe some bending tubes if I'm doing some hardline liquid cooling, which I will do, don't you worry. I almost forgot to show you as well, I've actually invested in a cine lens, and this thing is ridiculously big and heavy. It actually makes the A-cam look a whole lot better in a lot of my videos, but it is subtle. It's not like as drastic as I thought. It was ridiculously expensive. And then I have actually got another one of these. This is Cam 1 Blackmagic 6K. So in the new year, we're going to swap over to use 2 of these, but videos are going to be about 1.5 terabytes each. So yeah, storage nightmare. But the thing that we're going to do today is actually, if I can point at the right place, it's very difficult, there you go, I'm going to actually improve this area with some Nanoleafs. Now, unless you've been living under a rock for the last however many years, you've probably heard of Nanoleaf at this stage, but it has become a little bit of a YouTube cliche to have their triangles in your setup somewhere, so I'm glad I've elevated to that stage. But I've gone a little bit different, and I've asked them to provide these brand new hexagons. So Nanoleaf sent these out. We've got an add-on pack of 3, and in the default you get 9 for a total of 12s. That's right, I can count. Let's have a look what's in the box though, shall we? Other than obviously some lights. They really don't want you getting into this, do they? The tiles themselves are pretty handy dandy. I mean, they're very plasticky, but obviously they're going to sit on the wall, so this doesn't matter. But they are definitely designed to be just one big panel of light, basically. So that's why you have this white plastic to diffuse all of the lighting together. But the clever thing is on the back, you do actually get all of these different sort of connections that you can use to daisy chain them together. So it doesn't really matter where you want your pattern to go. I mean, hexagons have 6 sides, don't they? Again, quick maths, this is a mathematical video. I like the way I actually had to think about that as well. It's because I'm trying to do too many things at once. So you're going to grab 2 of them, and they're just going to stick together, and the way that they do this is with these little connection things, and I don't think these have changed since the original triangles. They may be slightly different actually, but they're just an interconnect that slides into one, snaps into place on the other, and that's it pretty much. You have your little lighting. If you're wondering how it actually connects and goes to the wall, it's just with this double-sided sticky tape, which probably isn't going to be great to get back off, but that's a future you problem. And then you also hook it up to the mains with standard power, but the clever bit is that you have this little Wi-Fi module here as well. And this not only allows you to control it via an app, but you can also do things like sync it to music, use it with Alexa, Google Home, and it also works with Apple HomeKit. I've had a little bit of a play around, moved some tiles around, and I guess I have a good idea exactly what I'm trying to make, but there is actually an app that you can use, the Layout Assistant part of the Nanoleaf app, that you can use to visualize a little bit better. And it does have an AR function, but it didn't work for me sadly. But it's a good way of actually creating a shape and then putting it on your wall without actually putting it on your wall, I guess. So this will just sit on the wall here. I'll try and get this as central as possible, lower it down till you can't see the mark. And then once you stick this on there, you can actually still rotate it because of the way that it works. You have this little, I don't know, is plinth the right word? You stick this down and then you can see it still rotates. So let's work this out. This about there, and then this should just push down like so. They reckon 30 seconds, but I ain't got time for that. And there you can see it will still rotate. Although I've realized I've cocked up because you're actually meant to put this in before you stick it on the wall. Oh, salvaged just about. It's a good thing I've got the extension kit because that's an interesting shape at the moment. I've put it in the wrong place. Oh, I guess we'll find how easy it is to take these things off, won't we? It does ruin the wall though. So we're going to leave that one back on, which should then leave just the final panel. If you can click that in. I mean, it's fair to say I've definitely not got the design right. That is very disappointing. But on the plus side, I can just get some more panels and fill in the gaps, which is an expensive mistake to make. Hey, only one that hasn't lit up. I can deal with that. I've got more lights. Yes. Yes! I wonder what it will look like in sort of a normal set environment. Let's see how quickly I can do this. Look, quick fire set. Here we go, look. We're doing a PC build or something. There you go, PC Centric in the background. And yeah, you can see we have some cool lights coming off, and we can obviously arrange them however we want. It's looking pretty smart. Wait a minute. I found one. I must have dropped one on the floor. This is a game changer. Yeah, we just need 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and then that will be, well, a perfect shape. What do you guys think? Let me know down in that comments section below. I mean, I probably could have done more sculpting wise. I think if I'd had more scope, I could have gone up here in like a line and then gone around and up, but that wasn't really what I was trying to do. So here we are then, the studio upgraded with some Nanoleafs. You can see in the background, that's what they look like. We go for like the full set view, I guess. Similar to what you had actually a second ago. I'm in the way now. There you go, that is the PC Centric set. But of course you can change the color of these, you can sync them to Google Home. I suppose actually I can probably get it to work on the Stream Deck as well once I sync it up to Google Home. I don't know, that would be cool. But that's it for the old setup, refresh, upgrade, whatever you want to call it. I'm starting to get shaky hands, which means the time is sadly nigh. If you do want to check out current pricing on the Nanoleaf panels, I'll leave them links down below with my Amazon affiliate links. And of course, while you're down there, don't forget to check out LG's awesome new tone-free FN7 earbuds. These divine powerhouses are the perfect package for both music listening, movie watching, or gaming on the go. I mean, just look at these things. Aren't they beautiful? 3 sizes of earbud, a tiny charging case, and IPX4 water and sweat resistance. They're super easy to pair with your smartphone. They work for up to 7 hours on a single charge, and they slip into the wireless charging case for an extra 14 hours of use. But best of all, plug them in via USB-C for a mere 5 minutes, and you can get up to an hour of playback, just from 5 minutes charging. You get clear and concise audio quality, yet they're packed with bass when you need it. All thanks to the baked-in Meridian sound technology. You'll also love the active noise cancellation, which enables you to use them pretty much anywhere without distractions and protect your ears with lower volumes in the process. And when you are done, you put them back in their case, it actually has a special UV technology baked in that will kill 99.9% of bacteria just by closing and letting it do its thing. Pretty neat stuff. If you do want to learn a little bit more about the tone-free FN7s, then you can with my link down below. Do smash that like button if you've enjoyed it, it really does help out. Go and check out some other videos, I guess, they're in the end screen. Get subscribed, that's the other one. But thank you so much for watching, I'll see you next time.